guys, welcome to my revision vlog, part 2. I totally missed my regular filming background, so yeah, I'm filming this update in front of my regular background. Okay, so it is Friday, August 24th, and once again, did I work on my book this week, on the weekdays? No. So not the first time this has happened, and definitely realizing what a challenge it is when I am very busy and stressed at my day job to then actually get substantive work done at night on weekdays. So this has definitely become a I'm only really productive on the weekends kind of revision. So today I did go to a coffee shop because it was another summer Friday, and it was an interesting revision session. It definitely didn't go the way I thought it would and brings up a really interesting discussion topic. So that is when you make changes and you create ripples and dominoes, which I've talked about before, but you have even more of them pop up unexpectedly. So I was reading over the next chapter after some stuff, because I always kind of read over and leading up into the next thing that I plan on working on. I hit a scene in the middle of a chapter and realized, I think I have to throw this out. Because all of a sudden this scene is super inert and kind of silly and isn't carrying kind of through on the emotions that now exist in previous scenes. And it has some elements of repetition, and the whole function of this scene originally was to facilitate something else happening. I still need that thing to happen, but this dinner scene has to go because I have a bunch of other dinner scenes and it felt repetitive too. And so this prompted an emergency critique partner session. So I immediately reached out to two critique partners who have recently read the book that I knew I could talk through the problem with, and I was like, emergency! I think I have to delete this thing in this chapter. What do you think? And they both went, sure, yeah, definitely. And I was like, what am I gonna do? So my revision session today turned into a strategy session. I didn't really get that much writing done, but I kind of talked with my critique partners, realizing I had a problem, and I did brainstorm some solutions. So it is now about 6:30 p.m. So that was like from like 3 to 5:30 today. Kind of trying to write something, trying to revise something, realizing I had a problem, reaching out to my friends, waiting for them to respond, and trying to come up with a solution myself. I think I have one, and I'm going to have to, she says, hoping that she does it, power through tonight to get some of that done, to start working on what I've decided I think I'm going to do, so that tomorrow is actually productive the way I had hoped it would be. I've been saying that this weekend I needed to work on my ending, and I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I think the work I need to do on the ending is probably going to end up happening while I am at DragonCon and Decatur Book Fest. I've realized I'm definitely going to have to diligently work on the revision while I am at those events. I had hoped that I would be almost done so I wouldn't have to, but I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to figure that out. I feel like such a real writer, being on deadline while at an event. I've seen other people do this, but now it's my turn. So that's going to be really interesting, and because I promised to vlog this revision, I'm actually going to therefore have to vlog parts of DragonCon and Decatur Book Fest, so you win, because you're going to get a bit of that. So yeah, that's where I am. Real wrench in the works, but you know, this is part of the live process of revising. You have to be prepared for the unexpected. You have to make changes that you know make your book better, and then head into new sections and realize you've created new problems for yourself, and be open to rewrites. This warrants a pretty decent rewrite of a 3-chapter span in the middle of my book. Ironically, it is a section of the book that my editor had already had me work on because it wasn't working in the first draft. And, you know, it just goes to show that sometimes it's not the first solution you come up with for fixing something that works. Because essentially, I have a feeling this was the revision I was always meant to do on this middle part of my book, that it took a couple of tries and a bit of time and a new wrench being thrown in the works, but I think the thing I've come up with is going to be better than what was there before. I think it's gonna really work. And to me, it just goes to show that everything happens for a reason. I'm a little extra stressed, but energized as I always am by a good revision, that I think this is going to really work. So hopefully when I update you tomorrow, this will miraculously have happened and it'll be done and it'll be so exciting. So that's where I am. Alright, it's later on Friday and I am actually doing the thing. So this is a very good example of how I use split screen. So I have the existing chapter on this side, and then I have the brand new one over here. So I've copied and pasted the stuff I'm keeping, and this is brand new. This is me writing new things. So this is kind of how I revise in a nutshell. I've got a movie on. Yeah, I'm kind of watching a movie at the same time. It's Death Becomes Her with Meryl Streep. And the cats are like right here because the cats are always all up in my business when I write. So I'm actually doing the thing though. I'm real proud of myself. Hey guys, it is Saturday, August 25th, and I have had a really good day so far. It's not over. So I got up this morning, I worked on the book for 2 hours before I filmed some videos, and then went to my coffee shop where I pushed through and finished the chapter. And that's basically what I've been working on since yesterday. What I talked about where, yeah, I got to chapter 16 and was like, oh, I have to throw half of this out and write something new. And the new thing that I wrote was probably 2,000 words, all told. So I've just been working on it, pushing through that, and now I'm in the next chapter, but I'm taking something that used to be in chapter 16, making it the start of chapter 17, and then kind of grafting things together. So that's really interesting, and that's actually the thing I want to finish tonight. I'm going to keep working, just like yesterday. I'm going to try to have something on the television and work while I'm doing that, because that worked well for me yesterday. So I need to continue to kind of basically take, and this is what I do when I say grafting, taking something that already exists, a conversation, usually a scene, and then I have to take parts of it to keep in a new context. So it's kind of picking and choosing the things that still work within the new context of whatever the scene is. And, changing things that people say or changing emotional reactions because now you're going into the scene differently, and that's essentially what's happening. It's so funny. In the original, one person started the scene crying, and now someone else starts the scene crying. So emotionally, it has to totally flip. So that is what I'm working on. So I'm feeling really, really good. It was a good day. Tomorrow, yet another coffee shop. Tomorrow I will be working on the thing I thought I was going to be working on Friday. So this puts me behind on everything, but it's fine. Because essentially, yeah, I continue to rewrite the romance. This time it'll stick. This time it's real, and I think it's really good. So, this revision's been really interesting. Ultimately, when this book is done, when you compare the first draft, draft 0 to the published book, it will have changed more than probably any other book I've written. But it's funny because the core of it really hasn't changed. It is a persuasion retelling. But man, I think the metaphor I used on the last revision was, I moved the organs around. I'm moving the organs around again, kind of. It's kind of like on this revision, I'm taking the stomach and the heart and I'm moving them again. So vital organs. So it's been really interesting, and yet I still have no regrets. No regrets. I don't have any regrets about pantsing novels, about not knowing what I'm doing when I start, because this discovery process of writing and then revising, I like revising. It's all about finding the heart of the book and the soul of the book, and it just took a little while to get there, and I'm feeling good, and so therefore, while I'm mildly stressed about running out of time on this revision, I'm still feeling great about it. So that's my update for today. Hey, look at me experimenting with locations for you. So it is Sunday, August 26th, and today kind of broke me. So I just got back from 4 hours at the coffee shop, and it's worse than I thought it was. So I basically am kind of rewriting my middle, and I didn't think it was going to be this bad. So today I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I worked on the scene I thought I was going to work on Friday. I rewrote things, but in doing it and thinking of what I just did, the new stuff from Friday and Saturday, I went, I think I have to delete 2 chapters. that were in the middle that now feel really inert and unnecessary. And that's great for my word count, really great for my word count, but also really daunting because it means more patch up work. It means that over the next week, and I have so little time left with the events coming up, I'm gonna have to do a lot of very tricky, expert level revision work of kind of moving into the next scene and like patching up kind of what I took out, moving things over that still need to happen in that section, but tightening everything up, but making sure that it all still works. And the things that I did in the new middle, what is the new middle, also kind of affects Act 3. The good news is I think they help me with my ending. It all kind of comes together. I still don't know exactly how to solve my ending, but these pieces will help the ending land better. But it also kind of means maybe even more work in the end, more rewriting, and I'm just running out of time. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm actually going to have a chat with my agent this week, I think. The poor woman is reading the previous version of it because I didn't think it was going to change this much, right? So now when I talk to her, I'm going to have to say, so the version you read, really kind of different now. I'm going to have to get her thoughts on kind of how to work with this deadline. I say this, and I hope it's true. I don't think it would be the end of the world if I needed a little extra time, but I'm also thinking my editor should read this new version before I flip out. And so I'm wondering, should I have her read the new version and then we work together on the ending, so I would need to go back into it again. So not so much an extension, but turning something in on the day it's due so she can see what the new shape of the book is. I have to ask how this works because I haven't been in this situation before. I think this is the right book. It's the right solution. It's all for the best, but yeah, this has been delightful and unexpected and quite the process. So that's where I am today, August 26th. We'll see where I am the next time I talk to you. Who knows? This has been entirely unpredictable, so that's my update for today, and hopefully the next one is interesting. I think this is interesting. This is weird, so yeah. Hey guys, it is Thursday, August 30th, and I am in Atlanta. It is about almost 11 o'clock ET time. My brain is, of course, still on PT time, so to me it's like not even 8. I'm at my hotel in Decatur, so the Decatur Book Fest, I'm going to be there on Saturday, and then I have DragonCon Friday, Sunday, and Monday. So it's been quite the day. My update isn't even strictly writing, though I'm going to get to that. I had a tweet go semi-viral. That was fun. So I tweeted before I got on my flight, and when I got off, I was like, oh, that went well. It ended up in a Twitter moment, and as of now, I have almost 2,000 likes on this tweet, which for me is like mass popularity, so it's kind of fun. I tweeted about my name. I made a good Alexa Amazon Echo joke, so that's fun. So essentially my challenge, as you know from the previous parts, is figuring out how to write and work on my revision during this trip. So I'm going to take advantage of the time zone difference right now, tonight, hopefully, she says, because in fairness, I am wiped. I have been up since 6:30 a.m. PT time, so even though it barely feels like 8, it's quite a long day for me, but I still kind of want to take advantage of the fact that I'm not completely exhausted, that my body thinks it's 3 hours earlier to work on the revision a bit, because I brought my laptop with me. And then tomorrow I have only one panel at DragonCon, and I am probably going to, I wanted to stay at the con that day, because if you don't know, I was on the volunteer staff of DragonCon YA Lit track staff for 6 years, so I'm really good friends with the track. They're still my friends, and I wanted to, have time with them and so on, but I think that's gonna be Sunday, because I have 3 panels on Sunday, I think, or 2 panels on Sunday, and Sunday's the Yule Ball. So Sunday will be my day to hang out, because I think tomorrow, after my panel, which is from 1 to 2, I think I have to come back to my hotel and work until there's a Decatur Book Fest event tomorrow night. If I do that, I can get in 3, 4, 5 let's be generous. I can get in 2 to 3 hours of really good revision. So I think that has to be my game plan tomorrow. Then Saturday with DBF, we'll see what I can fit in since I am going to be on site the whole time. Because essentially my thinking is I'm going to set up the laptop here in the hotel. I'll show you my setup. Not that it's that exciting. And just like treat it like an office away from home for the weekend. Sunday, there's no way I'm really going to get anything done because DragonCon's going to be a little crazy. And then Monday afternoon, I have to work. Am I going to get this revision on time? I'm really not sure. I did talk to my agent about a new idea I have for the ending. Things are always changing in these videos. I had a slightly drastic brainwave yesterday-ish. Kind of. So there's something that I had been thinking in the previous drafts that never made it onto the page. I had hints of a backstory, and I had my own personal headcanon for something that happened in the past. And now I'm thinking maybe my headcanon, and because I'm the author, my headcanons are canon, which is kind of exciting. Ask me sometime about my OTP for Brightly Burning canon. That I might need to put in the book. It's kind of interesting, but it would really change the end. It would really change the third act, and it would be more work. And it would be more work that would definitely mean I couldn't hit my revision deadline. And it is a drastic change, though. My agent was kind of in the middle on it. She was like, "That's interesting, but that is like pretty drastic." But she said, "Ask your editor." So I reached out to my editor, who is out of the office for Labor Day weekend, which doesn't surprise me at all. And asked, "Hey, I have an idea, but I want to run it by you before I do anything, and I might need a little extra time." So that's what I've done. She won't see it and respond to it until Tuesday probably. So it looks like I will probably get an extension. And the thing is, from what I can tell, my agent was cool about it. This is kind of normal. This happens all the time. So yeah, I'm kind of learning and experiencing things. Sorry, the camera angle keeps changing. My arm hurts. I don't have my tripod out. It's been really interesting for me because I'm such an old school perfectionist. The idea of you do your homework, you do it right the first time, you do it excellently, and you turn it in on time, like the super overachiever student. That's me. That's a lot of us. So the idea of not turning in something on time is really hard for me, but this is pretty normal in publishing. Writers need a little more time. Editors are understanding. Editors sometimes need more time to edit. So this is more normal than I think it is, and it's not the end of the world to need more time and ask for more time. So that's kind of where I am with this. But as I said in the previous videos, where I'm heading with this revision, it's the book that it needs to be. So that is my update for tonight. Hopefully I will get some work done. As promised, this is where the magic's gonna happen. My laptop set up. Oh, look, Dance Academy The Comeback is on Netflix. Will I watch it tonight, or will I write? Will I watch it, or will I write? Only time will tell. Okay, I'm watching Dance Academy The Comeback, but there's still hope for writing. I'm gonna try to do both. I'm doing it. I'm working. I'm doing the splicing thing again. So it's mostly just kind of copying over things from the old document to the new document, but darn it, I'm working. And it's 10 p.m. PT or 1 a.m. ET, so I do have to go to bed soon, but I did the thing. Hey everyone, it is Friday, August 31st. It is about 4:40, it's almost 5. So I had my panel at DragonCon today, my first panel of the con on space, YA in space. And I got back to my hotel about a half hour ago, and now I have to work. I have to write. I did manage to work a bit last night, as you saw, which was really good. I kind of set myself up for the next section that I have to edit. I also kind of talked through my ending with another critique partner. I feel a bit more secure in what I want to do, at least secure in the sense that I'll be able to pitch it to my editor well, hopefully. So yeah, I'm just going to plug away. I have an event tonight at the Decatur Book Festival. That is at 8, so it's almost 5. My aim is to get in 2 super solid hours of work, really accomplish something. If I can push through the next section, and the next section basically would then take me into Act 3. So essentially I want to finish Act 2 and the last things I need to do in revising the romance before the third act. So wish me luck. I'm going to dive in and try and do that right now. It is Thursday, September 6th. This is my computer screen. This is an icy. And look at the world's most empty Starbucks. I could literally pick any seat here because I am at a hotel. I'm at the Cabana Bay Resort in Universal Orlando, and yes, I did get an extension on my book. So as you might know, today is technically my due date, but I talked to my editor. She kind of likes the ending. We're going to give it a try. We're going full soap opera, as we put it, and so I have a little extra time on this book. The new plan is I'm turning in as much as I have of the romantic arc revision on the 12th of September, and then I'm turning in the complete book with a new ending on the 17th. My editor basically had to rearrange her reading schedule a bit, and I can talk more about that if you're curious, kind of how that works with your editor, or at least how it works with my editor and deadlines. And so yeah, that is what I am working towards now. So today is still a work day. Hey guys, it is Friday, September 7th, very early. I am about to head over to BookNet Fest. I'm so excited. My update yesterday was a little short because I was in a coffee shop and talking, and I was like, oh, I'm talking to myself in a public place. So basically, the reason you didn't see me for a few days, I went to Orlando with my mom, took like a little vacation, and so of course I didn't really get too much done during the vacation portion, but I did work, but I didn't remember to film on those few days that I worked, where I was working, etc. So yeah, like I said, I spoke to my editor a few days ago, and she totally understood. She thought my idea for the new ending was pretty good. She said, go ahead and try it. And what I was alluding to yesterday is the thing with your editor. Sometimes your deadline just can't move because deadlines are deadlines and production reasons, like they have to get your book out, etc. Sometimes your deadline can or can't move because of your editor's work schedule. So editors tend to assign deadlines to various people, writers under them, so that they can balance their reading schedule. So they'll be like, okay, if so-and-so's book is due on this day, I can read it over this weekend, and so on. So I had to talk to my editor about her reading schedule. And so my new dates are based around her reading schedule. So yeah, I got a lot done yesterday. I worked for about 2.5 hours. I'm now officially in Act 3, which is, of course, the big change. I'm rapidly approaching the point where I'm going to be throwing out a ton of chapters and rewriting, but in a good way. I do like my new direction for the ending. I think it could be really fun. So I'm not going to be working on that today and tomorrow because I plan on enjoying BookNet Fest. But then on Sunday, before my flight, I want to get some work done. And then it's full steam ahead through the week into the weekend. Basically next weekend, I need to finish the book. So that's where I am right now, and I will see you soon. Hey guys, it is Friday, September 14th, and I realized that I haven't vlogged in like a week. I honestly completely forgot. So I got back from BookNet Fest and like really hit the ground running. Work this week, like my day job, has been intense because when you're out of the office for over a week, things really pile up. I'm catching up on a lot. And then honestly, I have been working on my book every single day this week because my deadline is real. Monday is real, and I am in the final stretch. It's honestly been going really well, unlike my previous revision updates where it was like, I can't work on weekdays. That is not an option right now. So yeah, I've been staying up late. I always stay up late if I'm honest, and I've just been powering through it. So
It is lighter in the beginning of Act 3, like more kind of like fixing some ripples from before. I cut like a semi-major subplot, like not really semi-major. If it was semi-major, I wouldn't be able to cut it. I cut like a fraction of a subplot right at the beginning of Act 3 because it was kind of redundant and was dragging the pacing, so tossed it out, kind of repatched some things together. And kind of restructured some of the chapters, kind of where they started and ended, and kind of, thinking about the transitions from one to the other, having to add to some so that they had more interesting, fun chapter endings. And now, next comes the big finish, the big revision, the thing that I got the extension for, the big change I'm making to Act 3. That is tonight, Friday, and that is tomorrow and Sunday, which are my last 2 days to revise. I can kind of squeak by with some revision on Monday, which is the technical actual due date, but I would like to not be the author who turns in their book at midnight on the day of their due date, because honestly, Monday is going to be bonkers crazy at work, and I think when I get home I'm going to be really tired, so I would like to get this done Sunday night, crossing fingers, knocking on wood. So yeah, tomorrow and Sunday are big days. I already have my coffee shops picked out. They're 2 of my regular places where I'm going to camp out for many, many hours. And tonight I am picking up snacks before I work tonight on the book so that I have snacks for Saturday and Sunday night. Because it's going to be one of those weekends where I wake up, I work on the book while I get ready, I go to my coffee shop, I work, then I come home, and I work some more. And actually tomorrow I have a hair appointment. I had already scheduled this, and I'm like coloring my hair, which always takes longer, because I thought I was going to be done with my book by now. Every time I see my hairdresser, I'm stressed on a deadline. Like, I walk in with my laptop, I'm like, I'm going to write after this, I promise. Someday you will see me when I'm not on deadline, and it's still not true. So that is the game plan for the weekend. I'm going to try to remember to vlog, because you're going to be so amused seeing me so stressed, but in all fairness, I might forget because I'm working so hard, but I'm going to try not to. But this is kind of your last weekend update of where I am and what's going on, and everyone, like, pray to whatever deity you believe in, even though you're going to be seeing this after I've turned in my book, but I could use some, like, good vibes out in the universe, because it's going to be tight and it's going to be tough, but I'm pushing myself, and I'm really excited to finish this book, so that's my update.
Hey guys, it is Sunday, September 16th, and yes, look how formal and nice this looks. So I was sitting down to film another video, and I was like, hey, might as well film my revision update for the day, because I certainly didn't film one yesterday. I warned you on Friday that I would probably get in the zone and forget. And yes, that's exactly what happened. So yesterday, Saturday, I worked all afternoon and through the evening. Not like every single minute, but very concentrated work, because yesterday was the day, as I mentioned, the big climax rewrite day. I got like all the way up to like the end-ish of my book, and I have to rewrite from scratch 3 or 4 chapters. The first big one was the big climax, the villain confrontation scene, like kind of that moment in the book, where things really kind of explode and come together and resolve. So yeah, it was really stressful. I did that yesterday after I got my hair cut and colored, so I'm a redhead again. And yeah, I powered through. It was hard. I met with a friend at a coffee shop, and she was wonderful. She kind of listened to me kind of panic a little. I got to talk through some stuff with her, which was really, really helpful. And I wrote the bulk of the scene at the coffee shop, and then the coffee shop closed at 5, and I was like, oh, I'm on a roll. But I went home, I took my dinner break, and then yeah, I kept going, and I went into the next chapter. And then today, I went to my coffee shop again, though today was really tough. Real talk in the revision vlog, right? I think yesterday just like really wrung me out, because what I wrote was really big and dramatic and a big change, and I have been working nonstop on this, plus stuff at my day job, and then lots of book travel. It just feels like it's been nonstop for the last 5 or 6 weeks, and I think today it really caught up with me, because I just woke up and I was just feeling drained, really drained. And I'll tell you, I had very ambitious plans for today and this morning. Like last night I was like, yeah, you're great. You're gonna go. You're gonna get up on time. You're gonna get ready. You're gonna film some videos. You're gonna work on your book while you're getting ready. Then you're gonna go to the coffee shop. You're gonna kick butt and then come home and work some more. And I did a fraction of that. Getting up and filming was not gonna happen. And I was like, okay, bare minimum, get to the coffee shop on time, because the plan always was get to the coffee shop between 1 and 2 p.m. Didn't get the filming done, but I was like, do the thing. And I desperately wanted to take a nap, and I'm certainly not a mid-morning nap person, but I just felt so tired. So I went to the coffee shop and I got a massive, massive cold brew, and I was like, you're gonna use caffeine as a crutch today, Alexa. This is how you're going to get through it. And it's just exactly what I did. So I was there from like 1:45 until about 5:15, so like a really nice long stretch. And it's my local coffee shop. It's really close to my house. They know me a bit, which is always nice. I feel far more comfortable camping out and like really getting work done at a place where I feel kind of familiar and comfortable. Especially because this is like a writer pro tip. When you go to those places and you're drinking and you're working, you have to go to the bathroom, and it's always that question of, ooh, can I leave my laptop? And so I like going to this place because I know no one's gonna steal my things, so it's always nice. And yeah, I powered through the next chapter. So like I wrote the climax yesterday, and then today was immediate resolution. I still have more. I have denouement to write and like the actual ending, doing all of it over again. Why? But it's all feeling good, even though it felt hard. I think the beats are right. It's really over the top. This book is so soapy, which hopefully is a good thing. But like thinking about how I had the end before versus how I have it now. Before it was a little bit passive, now it feels more active, and it feels more cinematic in a lot of ways, which I think is going to be a more satisfying read. So I'm doing it. When I'm done filming this, I had to film a quick video because I really ran out of my backlog of videos. Have you noticed that I've only been posting 2 times a week? That's because there's just not enough time to film as much as there usually is. So I'm like, it's fine to post 2 videos a week, Alexa. That's still a lot of videos. So I had to film 1 today to like make it work, because I'm traveling next weekend. I'm going to the Boston Teen Author Festival. And tomorrow is my deadline. Monday, it's like it's a real deadline. I have to be done. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to take a short decompression dinner break, and then I'm going to get back to it. I need to actually finish the chapter that I was working on. It's a long chapter. It's tipping 3,000 words, so that means I wrote about 2,500 words at the coffee shop, which is very good. But I have to finish it and then decide, do I have 1 chapter to go or 2? And then I have to write those chapters. So wish me luck. I will probably hopefully film another update tomorrow, the actual day of my deadline, though tomorrow could be so frantic you'll be hearing from me on Tuesday when everything is said and done. But for now, that is my update today. I'm gonna do the thing, she says, so that she has to do the thing. So, bye. Hey guys, it's time for the final vlog, and it is Friday, September 21st. So obviously I turned in my book on Monday, on deadline day, like a good girl, and I did indeed finish what I need to finish Sunday night. I wrote an ending, and then I gave myself a little bit of breathing space Monday. I read over the brand new stuff that I'd done. I did some line level edits, and then I turned it in. So now we wait. And then obviously I got swept up in the excitement of finishing and did not vlog at all. Or I actually thought to more than once, but oh gosh, I was so tired and broken down that I was like, I don't want to go on camera right now. I look awful. So I'm currently in Boston for the Boston Teen Author Festival. I edited this vlog last night and was like, oh, you have to film your final vlog. So that's what you're getting right now. So this was my book 2 revision process as a vlog. This is the end of the road for now. I'm going to have line edits and then copy edits and then past pages to do on this book. So it's not actually done, but it's very close to done. Like, the worst work is behind me. It's over. And I will do some light vlogging of that as well. But this was kind of my process in a nutshell. And honestly, probably the best illustration of what is it like to revise and what were the things that I was doing. Because honestly, as soon as I'm done, I go into a semi-fugue state and just I'm so relieved to be done that I forget how the sausage was made, so to speak. I mean, honestly, even editing this vlog, I was like, oh, I forgot about that. And it was like a week and a half ago. So I'm really glad I did this. I hope you enjoyed it. I will keep you posted on the next step of the process and like what happens. Hopefully my editor likes it. If she doesn't like it, I'm probably not gonna tell you, gonna be perfectly honest. Lick my wounds in private. But no, I feel really good about the book. And the scary thing is that more or less the book I just edited, y'all are gonna be reading soon-ish. You know, knock on wood, there's going to be arcs by early next year, and that means I'll know my release date soon-ish, and I'll have a cover soon-ish, so it's all really happening. This is a real book, and what's next, other than finishing this book, I get to work on option material, and that's a whole other topic for a whole other day. I should really do a video about, like, what is an option and what do you do? I'm about to find out. Essentially, I pitch a proposal for my next book to my publisher. This is all in my contract, and see if they want to buy it. Fingers crossed. And I do actually have a project in mind, something that I had started earlier, so I'll try to obviously talk about that, but also vlog my drafting process, though it'll be hopefully drafting a book that was already started at some point. But yeah, I'm getting the hang of vlogging. I'm getting better at it, and I think that it's, you know, a whole other dimension that I can bring of like, hey, what is it like to be a traditionally published author? Because seriously, fugue state. I don't remember writing Brightly Burning. I don't know how I did it. No clue. I don't remember half the revisions, so it's been really, really amazing to do this. So I hope you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will learn to vlog better and do more vlogs. Let me know down below in the comments any questions you have about any of this wackiness. And seriously, thank you so much for watching. I know this is a long one, but you know, all the individual updates really added up, some longer than others because I do like to blather, but it's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, guys, happy writing.